It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day. And at your special request, I'm going to take you on a tour of the front yard. Here is our little driveway project that we did. When was that? Was that in March? I think so. This is August. April, May, June, July. Wow. So it's been about 5 months. Remember, this was our Succulent Tapestry 101. We had a little bit of a lawn right here, and we had lantana. And this driveway is kind of narrow. You know, Greg has this big truck, and so we were constantly driving over the grass here. So Greg installed these really cool pavers, which have worked out beautifully. And we did together this little succulent tapestry. And can I just say, this gives me so much joy. Every time I look at it, I'm just so happy. It makes me so happy. It is so colorful and so interesting and so elevated. So, a couple things to point out. It's been 5 months, and I have done nothing out here except pick up some magnolia leaves from that neighbor's tree right there that blow into my yard, and pull a few weeds. I did put down the pre-emergent, the preen, and it has worked beautifully. I do get, I should say, a few little weeds against the wall there. Nothing major. I don't know if I just didn't hit that with the preen or what, but no weeds, guys, in this area. The Portulacaria minima, this guy right here, is starting to take off and needs a little whip and a chair. My Alocameronii is still red and still spectacular, but it's starting to get covered up by the minima. You know, I wish that I could find a ground cover that wasn't quite so aggressive. It's job security for sure, and I love it. And I mean, the texturally and color-wise, there's just no better. But in a small tapestry area like this, I would love for there to be something. And I know, you know, Ruchia, right? I got it right here. Ruchia, 100%. But this is a temperamental plant, and it has a tendency to die back or just die altogether. And I've not quite figured out why. It's got something to do with water and when and how much. And I haven't quite cracked the code on it yet. The Ruchia out here in this front garden has been very happy these 5 months. And if it continues to thrive, then yeah, I might just go ahead and take the minima out and do some more of that. This beautiful aloe glauca is throwing off a bloom. Glory days. And these attenuatas were cuttings, and they were kind of a little stressed and kind of a hot mess when I put them in, but they have really found themselves and look now really, really good. I'm super happy with those under this ancient crassula. I did a little bit up here too. I just used some leftover ovada here, and you know, just a couple of little 1 gallons that I had left over. And I think that, you know, the ovada is going to be very, very nice in this area. These Cameronii 1 gallons were, I did a little barter with a client in Granite Hills and gave her some money for these beautiful Cameronii, which I will work into future projects. Okay, moving on down the area. I was at a client's yesterday, hi Sabine, and we were talking about cotyledon. This is a cotyledon right here. And it gets kind of like a white waxy coating on the leaves, which is to protect it from sunburn. And I love this plant. I mean, the color, look at the texturally against this Lycopoidioides. Isn't that fantastic? But this plant can get kind of floppy and yucky in a short period of time. And Sabine said that in her experience with the plant, that it does not like overhead water. That when you water it, with a hose overhead, and you hose off that protectant, it can really cause the plant stress and struggle. So I'm going to be mindful to try not to spray my cotyledons and see what happens. This little Hesper aloe was a project left over from one of Hannah's jobs, and I decided to use it as my thriller in this installation, and super, super happy with it. All of my little delicate things, my little 1 gallons that I got from Oasis, the Tapestry stuff, everything is doing great. Even my sunburst aeonium doesn't look too wrecked out here. You can see this damage. This is just sunburn. This is from it getting a little too hot and the leaves burning. It's cosmetic. It will come out of that in time. And then this, that crenunculated etchy, love, love, love. And it's doing great. This echeveria here, is a little toasted. Okay, it's a lot toasted. Where this one isn't. See the difference? Amazing, right? Both echeveria. This one clearly doesn't mind the sun, and this one does. So probably not the best choice. I should probably move that someplace else. I mean, it'll perk up and look good in the fall, but, And this Ruchia is giving me life. Look at that. You're so great. You are so cute. Thank you so much for doing so well. And then a little Ungi and a little Ovada. Yeah, my backstory plants over there are thriving. So, I'm squatting down here on my knees to kind of give you a different perspective. I hope you can see the elevations. But I mean, guys, right? Just kind of as an example, let's just do this. Okay, here's the neighbor's flower bed. And we've got Diamondia, and we have a giant sago. And then there's an azalea back there, a couple of azaleas, and what appears to be ivy. And then there's the Tapestry. There's no contest, is there? In terms of what looks better? Better, maybe not the right word. No. I don't mean that. I mean, if you love this look, God bless. This art is subjective. In my opinion, this is my home. This brings me joy over this. That's all I'm saying. So if this also brings you joy, you can have this. And if you're interested in the Succulent Tapestry 101, we've got that in the can. So we did film it live, but we recorded it. And I think that John, my son, is going to make that recording available soon. So if you're interested in that, let me know. Okay, so moving on. Remember, guys, this is a rental. And would I like to convert this lawn to a cactus and succulent garden? Yes, it's the Pope Catholic. Does a bear shit in the woods, all of the things. Yes, yes, yes. But, it's a rental. And our wonderful landlords, for their own personal reasons, don't want to do that. So I'm just really trying to keep this looking as good as I can. I had trimmed up these little hedges back when I did the Tapestry, and I cut all the dead wood out of them, and they're bouncing back beautifully, looking really, really good. The lawn, we water it 3 times a week for 5 minutes, and it's staying fairly green. The big this thing, I limbed it up. I removed all of the leaves from the bottom so that I would have space to plant underneath it. And I really like it like this. So what I've got under here now is a agave blue flame. This was a project left over, and it will likely move into a project again. And, so I've just kind of got stuff slopped under there right now that may not be living there permanently. But over here, I have planted a couple of cool things. This is Mangave Queen for a Day. This was one of the little introductions that I got from Walter's Gardens that was sent to me in the mail. I love this Mangave. I'm so excited. It's starting to, grow and kind of come out of it and look really cute. This one is called Navajo Princess, I believe. Let me double check that. Yes, Navajo Princess. Really, really interesting variegation here. Little speckles on it of red. Very cool. And then back here in the pot, I have, that's Iron Man. And then that one back there in the taller pot in the vase, that is dreadlocks. My tapestry that I did out here a couple years ago, love, right? It looks great. Really happy with it. I've got, looks like I got to come out here and do some weeding. Dang it. Stupid weeds. Well, I'll get after that later. But this is agave Kishokan, is it? Or is this Shibu Inu U? I'm not sure. But it's a potatorum, right? And I love this plant. It's not, that rare or unusual or anything, but I really like how it throws babies off at the base. I just think that's a super cool look. All of my sedums are doing well in here. This microclimate, you can see it's around 1:30 in the afternoon right now, and by 2:30 this will all be in shade. So, pretty happy plants in this little bed. My fountain, which is already in shade, needs some work. It's a little crooked. It settled a little bit after our January rains, and I haven't leveled it yet. I haven't done anything. And so yeah, it looks it's a little. It could look better, but still love it. I love the donkey tail. I love that so much. These were cuttings actually from a client in Del Mar, whose pot o sedums had run totally amok, and I brought those cuttings home, and it took forever for them to root in there. But they have, and they haven't really grown much, but they have rooted. So I'm hopeful that within the next few months, this will really take off, because I would love to see those just dripping out of there. Then over here, this has been kind of a work in progress from the get. There was a big vine here on a trellis that I took out, and I pulled in these pots. These were leftover cactus that I had from a job in the pots, and they're very, very happy there and have really started to grow. Under planting, I've done some little aloe dorothiae, and there's a couple cameroonias in there, and there's a silver spine barrel cactus. Just kind of threw stuff in there. But I'm liking it. It's starting to fill in and be intentional and look pretty cute. These euphorbias were gifted to me from Cullen, and they had all kinds of issues. This one rotted up top. See here? Right? And I thought, oh, well, that's a goner. But no, it figured it out. It's healed itself. I did nothing. Healed itself. It's rooted in there. It's standing upright. It's starting to get more of a green color to it. It was kind of yellow. This one didn't rot up top. It rotted down here at the bottom. Same thing though. I just kind of propped it up and hoped for the best. And it is also it is rooting. It's not, it's a little loose in there, but I'm pulling and nothing is happening. So it is rooted. So I'm really curious to see what these are going to do against this tall wall. And then this Trigona rubra was a cutting from our Pacific Beach clients. That was a piece off of theirs. I did a really small flower, or did a bed there in the front of their house, and it was just, this thing got massive. And whoa, is it happy in this shady corner or what? Happy, happy plant. Love it. Then my collectibles over here are also really, really happy. I've got, these cute terracotta pots. And I got my little collectibles. And so these get morning sun and full afternoon shade. There's a nice breeze that blows through here. The cacti and succulents that are in the cardboard boxes, those are from Botanic Wonders. And these are for a project that I'm doing tomorrow and Wednesday, actually. in University City at the Coral Reef. I'm going to be doing a little cactus, specific cactus garden there. So I bought these for that project. And then as I go back here, you can see more of my little cute little collectibles, right? And this pot with the Tradescantia, this purple plant, this is a summer grower. In the winter, nothing, but in the summer, it just goes nuts. And then I have a couple of different varieties of Sansevieria in there that were also taken from projects, cuttings, kind of leftovers, cast-offs. Then I've got a little bromeliad in there, and I have a little aeonium in there. And I think there might be some Senecio serpens in there too somewhere. But this makes me happy. You know, I love this at my entry. Full shade, deep shade, and it's just a really good option for my entryway. So yeah. Oh, one more thing to show you. Another little tapestry. I did this also with cast-offs from the Succulent Tapestry 101 live that we did. This is, you know, this aloe vera pot I had over in this side, and I moved it because it was just getting kind of busy over there. So I moved it into here. I'm very, very happy with it. This mangave is called Racing Stripes. Then this, look at this Echeveria. Isn't that crazy? It's so beautiful. More Aeonium Sunburst with a little damage from sun. But this, let's see. Yeah, see this one back here doesn't get hit with the sun, and it's pretty perfect. But this little flower bed is already in shade. Already. So this is a really, microclimatically and exposure-wise, this is a great spot for soft succulents. And I'm just thrilled. I'm thrilled with this too. This makes me super happy. I love looking at that. So yeah, that's my tour. That's my front of my house. And just really, really happy with how it looks. I think it's very, very cute. It's a super cute property. Very cute house, right? Get back here and look at it. Very inviting. Very pleased. You know, no, I didn't get to do, you know, my succulents in the main areas, but you know, it's okay as long as we keep the grass green and cut and trimmed, and I have my succulents kind of accenting everywhere. I'm happy with that. And over here, you know, this is so beautiful. So all's good in the hood, guys. Love you to the moon. Y'all get out, work in your gardens. Have a great day. This has been Laura of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day and a tour of my front yard at the end of July. Bye, guys.